You don't know the law.
I do know the law.
As much as you think you know the law, they can't take my kids.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't. I'm not under investigation.
These cops think they are above the law, as if they're the only ones who know anything and nobody else has any rights in front of them. Officers and Human Department Services showed up at this man's house, claiming they were there to check on the well-being of his children, but they had no court order and still kept trying to find a way to get inside his home. However, this man, who is also a father, knew exactly how to protect his kids from these clowns wearing badges, and he flat out refused right to their faces, telling them he would take care of his children himself. Just watch to see how he forces them to leave.
Nathan? She just needs to make sure all this stuff is in place. Basically,
Does she have the court order?
Basically, because there is an open case, an open investigation, the kids are still kind of under their
That
care.
has nothing to do with me.
Sir?
It doesn't have anything to do with us. If it does, show paper.
Sir?
She could go across the street.
She just needs to check the kids, where the kids are living. That
No,
kind of
she
stuff.
doesn't.
Yes, that she does. That's what she
Or,
does.
does she have a court order?
She doesn't have to have a court order.
Yes, she
It's
does.
an open investigation. For
Come into my house. She's an employee of the state. She's a government
It
representative.
doesn't work like the police. They have a lot more rights than what we do.
Though they don't have more rights than the Constitution
Hey,
gives me.
they're gonna end
It
up
has
taking-
nothing to do with
listen,
me.
hang on, listen to me for a second.
Go
It has
ask
nothing
Dale
to
why
do
she
with
did
me.
it.
For a second. They're going to end up taking the kids. You don't want that. Cooperate with them. That's all.
I'm not going to.
Go ask Dale what's going on.
I'm not going to because it has nothing to do with me.
But it does the kids.
It has nothing to do with me and the kids. It has to do with her and the kids and her being
Regardless
neglectful.
her-
I don't care.
Regardless of
Have her
her
get a
situation.
court order and then she can come in. Okay?
She just
Have her
has
get
to
it
take
signed by the judge and she can come in. All right?
They're going to end up taking the kids.
No, I know you think that, but you know what? You don't know the law.
I do know the law.
As much as you think you know the law, they can't take my kids.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't. I'm not under investigation.
It has nothing to do with you being under investigation.
Oh yeah, just because my ex-wife is under investigation, they cannot take my
It's
kids.
the welfare of the kids. Period. It has nothing to do with the parents.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Just gotta
it
say that
does.
They're safe.
Show
That's a
us
lie.
a piece of paper.
If she really wanted to come in here, she would get a order signed by the judge. Now, right now, I'm being harassed.
You're
I
not
feel-
being harassed.
Yes, because every day I have to deal with Elkins PD because of her, because my ex-wife.
Maybe you should remove yourself from the situation and make it better.
I did. She's not living here anymore. So it has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
Regardless, I still have to check health and safety. I need to see that image tracker is on him, that the alarms are here, and that there's still the cameras to keep
Or
him safe.
what?
Well, there's an open protective services case, and the children are listed as the victims, so I will file the 30-day, and then we will be in front of the judge. So it's your
Okay,
choice.
we'll go in front of the judge.
Okay, I'll see you
Because,
at court.
all right.
Thank you.
This man handled the situation very maturely and stayed calm the entire time, refusing to be intimidated by officials who clearly had no legal authority to enter his home. Remember, if officers or human services show up at your door without a search warrant or a court order, you are not obligated to open the door or speak with them. Your home is protected, and they cannot simply force their way in because they feel like it. In this case, it was clear they weren't there to resolve anything. They were only trying to escalate the situation, but this father knew his rights and made sure they left with nothing.